Hi, this is Mrs. Knopf, and today we are going to continue in our method book on the trumpet with line 52, 4-part little star, line D. So we're going to start by focusing on this first line D. It's the bottom line of each bracket. And let's start with our treble clef at the beginning of the staff. And then we have our time signature. It's 2/4 time. The top number tells us how many beats are in each measure. The bottom number gives us the value of the whole note if we had one. So if we had a whole note, it would get 4 beats. Half of a whole is a half, and half of 4 is 2. So the half notes get 2 beats, and half of a half is a quarter, half of 2 is 1. So the quarter notes get 1 beat each. Now we're going to go through and look for our notes and different patterns. So first 2 measures, all quarter note C's, they're open. Measure 3, we change to 2 quarter note F's, then a half note E. Then measure 5, we have 2 open quarter note G's, down to quarter note C's, then F, G, and a half note C. So I am going to play through that first line. I have a metronome set to 88 beats per minute, and I hope you can play along. If you do, make sure you start each note with a T sound. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. And that's it for the first line D in the set. Let's scroll down and take a look at the next line D. And I will shrink this up so you can see both at the same time. So if you notice, both of these D lines are identical to each other. So I'm not going to go over the second one because I've already done it. So let's scroll on to the next page. And the next line D is a bit different. So here we start with 2 quarter note E's, go down to 2 D's, 2 C's, and then up to a half note G. And that pattern repeats, E's, D's, C's, and a half note G. So let's play the third line D, still at 88 beats per minute. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. And that is it for the third line D. Check out this fourth line D. It's just like the first 2. So let's talk about that for just a minute. When we talk about these big ideas, we're talking themes and we are talking about form. So our first 2 D lines that look just like this, we would start out by calling the first one the A theme, and the second one is identical, so that is also the A theme. This third line is different, and because it's different, we call it the B theme. And then finally, the fourth line D, just like the first 2, it's also an A theme. So overall, we would refer to the form as A, A, B, A. So we are not magical. I cannot scroll and play at the same time. So what I'm going to do to get around that problem is start down here on this fourth line, play it twice because it's just like the first 2. Then I'm going to jump up here to this D line, play it once, and then back down to this D line and play it one last time. All right, so I'm going to slow my metronome down to 84 beats per minute, and I encourage you to play along through all 4 lines with me. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready. And that is it for the D line of line 52, four-part little star. Just to let you know, the D line is like a bass line to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Lines B and C were harmonized voices, and line A was the melody for Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So I hope this has been helpful, and we'll see you next time.